Deputy.
First of all, I'm pleased to be speaking on this bill today, and I get very quickly to the points I want to raise. First, very welcome the increase to 150 million in future for capital investment. I think we've had some very fine examples of capital investment, and the one that hits me that was opened most recently was the Mayo Greenway. And that shows exactly how we can generate tourism in an eco-friendly manner and has won wide acclaim. I welcome the statistics my colleague Dominic Hannigan has just mentioned, that we've seen a 12% growth in the tourism market over the last 6 months. And I think we have seen an impact of the investment that the government has put in through the Jobs Initiative on the reduction of VAT, more advertising of the quality holiday destinations in Ireland. But one of the things we do, if we are investing, we have to make sure that we are getting value for money. And we do have to, over the long term, do an analysis of the money that we have invested to ensure that we are getting value for money. And I'd like to see that tied into some kind of review mechanism. There is one market I believe has a huge potential for Ireland, and that is the cruise ship industry. This year alone, we'll be seeing over 80 cruise ships visiting Dublin. This could be expanded out into Cork and Galway. These are high-end, valued tourists that contribute to the economy in a substantial manner. I would ask that we would set aside a proportion of the money we're talking about investing in tourism to look at that we can develop a terminus in Ireland where cruise liners would start their trips and finish. We would get added value of that of additional bed nights, and certainly in other countries we've seen the value of that, such as Boston, which was at the same point not 10 years ago when they were only having 50 cruise liners. When they put a terminus in for cruise liners, that developed up into 84, 100 trips a year, and we got the additional bed nights. I think there's a great opportunity for Ireland to develop the market that way, and we should look at particular areas that we can develop the market in high-end use. The one worrying statistic I have is the service price and value, and that has been falling off in surveys from tourists in Ireland. We must up our efforts. Word of mouth is the best advertisement we can get. If a tourist comes to Ireland and they go home and they say they had a good time at good value, that alone is worth more than any ad in newspapers or televisions, and we have to make sure the experience is a good experience for tourists. So I will just end. I would ask the Minister to look seriously at developing a cruise line tourist industry for the major cities like Galway, Cork and Dublin, and I think that investment would show a huge return over a number of years. If you can think one of these cruise liners pulling into a port delivers about 3,500 tourists. I'll finish with that, and thank you, Minister, for your time.